All right. Shalom. We want to give all praises due to Yahweh, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and shalom to you brothers across the world that's pushing the truth and sincerity. All right. Hey, you know, we out here in the park,
in the woods.
In the woods to do the will of the Lord. Okay. The topic of this show is gonna be called the real high value men are men of the Lord. Okay, the men of the elect. Okay, because you know you have
trend.
You have all this trend. Okay, you have a lot of these videos, you know, with alpha males. Okay, and you know these women, they wanting high value men. All right, which is all cool, but at the end of the end of the whole deal, man, the real high value men are going to be the men of the Lord, because being high value, it starts back with coming to knowing who your power is, man, knowing who Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is. Okay, Yahweh Shah, Yahweh being the name of the Most High in the Hebrew, Yahweh Shah being what, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, so that's where it all starts, man. It starts with you men out there coming back into serving the Lord. Okay, but we're gonna get these scriptures. So the first scripture we're gonna get, what's that? Isaiah.
I got Isaiah chapter 13.
There we go.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 15. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
Yeah, that's right. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Oh, continue.
Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
Yeah, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Okay, so the Most High said He's gonna make a man more precious than fine gold. All right, and what is gold? Gold is a valuable metal.
13.
Okay, 13, 15. Gold is a valuable metal, and what women love gold. Women
12.
love jewelry. Okay,
13, 12.
Women love gold. Women love jewelry, man. They value those, you know, jewelry in this society. Okay, more than they value men. All right, modern day women, they value what, materialistic things, than they value the man that they're with. But what, the time is gonna come with it. The Lord said, "I will make a man more precious than fine gold." Okay, so how people love gold and jewelry. A man is going to be more precious than that, and not any old average man. It's talking, you have to be of the elect of the Lord.
Yeah.
All right, you have to be of the elect of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, and you have to be an Israelite. Okay, you have to be either a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, because that's who salvation is for. That's the Lord's elect.
Let me just say a few words. Now, when you go into the word there for precious, the word there is Yaqua, which means to be more esteemed or to be prized. Because what's going to make the elect men more precious or more esteemed than a regular man is the guidance and protection that we're going to receive from the Most High. Because the guidance first comes from the knowledge. Because in modern day, women do not find need of a man, because now everything is accessible. And what I mean by that, if a woman hungry, she want groceries, frozen chicken, she always have the liberty to go to the supermarket and purchase, you know, meat. You know what I'm saying? Or if she feel unsafe, she could call 911. Now, in the ancient time, safety and food came from the man. You know, she first received safety from her father, but when she became married, safety came from her husband, and the husband brung home the meal, the meat, what he had to hunt for. So now we in a time everything's accessible, so they don't see a value of a man. So what the Most High is going to do is He's going to pull things right back to how things was in the ancient time, because there's going to be a famine, there's going to be which is the food shortage, there's going to be a blackout, and it's going to go back to ancient time. And it's going to have to go back to women need to be provided for. And the men that are going to be provided for is the elect men. And the Most High is going to feed them, and women is going to be running to these men for safety, for food. They're going to want to be part of that man's life.
Right. Yeah, like the brother said, man, because, you know, hey, so right now, you know, our women, they don't, mainly, you know, the black women, all right, the women of our nation, they don't respect a black man, okay? And why? Because the so-called white man, Esau gave these women, what, liberty to, you know, do whatever the hell they want, man. And they told them that
They don't need a man.
Yeah, that they don't need a man. But guess what, man? Everything that's turned upside down, the Most High is going to flip it right back, you know, right side up, man.
That's right, because that's why you have cities for. City was really provided for women. Because in ancient time, you know, everything was provided by a man. If you wanted, like if you ain't had a man, you wasn't taken care of. That's why Scripture speaks about the widow. He was supposed to help the widow out. If she was a widow, was a woman who had a husband that passed on. So if her husband passed on, she was less fortunate than other families. So you helped her out. Whereas now, you could be a single parent or single period and still have things flowing in. You know, a woman could have a job, and at the same time a side hustle, and you know, all the things that will come for a man, she could get it for herself. So in her life, in her mind, she thinks she don't need one.
Right.
So the Lord have to cause a change.
Right, yep.
This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 2. A man shall be a hiding place
I had that right here.
from the wind.
Oh, yeah, Isaiah 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
read it
man
again.
shall be a hiding place from the wind.
Yeah, it says, Isaiah 32, it says, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind. What does that wind represent? That wind represents destruction, okay? So, in that time, in the time of when the Most High bring plagues upon this world and bring destruction, a man is going to be a hiding place from that wind, all right? And it's not talking about any old man, all right? It ain't going to be the alpha male of that day. It's going to be a man of the Lord, okay? Because those are the real alphas, man, or the real men of value, okay? Why? Because in that time, the Lord is going to be protecting his men.
That's right.
He's going to be protecting the ones that follow him. Okay? So a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, that destruction.
In other words,
Yeah.
that's safety.
Yep.
You know, security. You know, a woman looks for a man for security.
Yeah.
But they have, you know, the police force right now that protects them. But what's going to make the elect man more precious, and most times going to give us superhuman ability, things that other men not going to be able to do, such as fight off the National Guard. You know, bullets get shot at you, you're able to stop the bullets in midair. Those are the things that will be granted to the Israelite man, the elect of the Israelite man. And that's what safety going to come. Be able to turn the rocks into food. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is going to grant this unto us, because the prize or the reward is coming from the Most High. Like everything we've been doing is going to be recognized, because that's what reward. Reward is something given to you as recognition for a service. And the service we've been providing for years is, you know, doing the work. And now we're going to be recognized with the reward, with the safety and the kingdom.
Right.
Yeah, because the Most High is going to bless his men. Waters that's not drinkable, the men of the Lord are going to be able to drink it, because the Most High is going to bless them.
Right.
He's gonna clean the water for them to drink. Where there's areas that is danger of people dying, the men of the Lord is going to be shielded from those things.
Right.
When the time of Jacob's trouble come and all these calamities come, the Most High has a hedge around his men. Psalms 34:7. Angels are kept around about them that fear him. So the men of the Lord have a hedge. So the high value man is a man of the Lord. This is back to Isaiah 32:2. And a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a comfort from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a cover from the tempest, man. All right. Because this destruction, just like how a storm comes, man, when you got that shelter over you, you safe. All right. So that man is gonna be the one that's gonna have to keep you women safe in that time, man. All right. The Most High is gonna bring it back to where you women are gonna need a man to survive. Okay. And it said like a cover.
It says, in a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place.
Yeah, like as rivers of water in a dry place, okay? If you're walking through a desert, you know, for hours, you know, that 110 degree sun beaming on you, man, you finally find some water, you know, you're gonna be, you know, you
in relief.
In relief. Yeah.
It says, as rivers of waters in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
Yeah, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land, man. So if you in a desert or so, and what, you find a cave or a rock to hide under, you know, to get that shade and cool off. Okay, so that's how the men of the Lord is gonna be. Because what, for these women to be saved, somebody gonna have to provide for them, man. And what, these women can't survive in a society pretty much that's how can I say it, like they can't survive in a desolate society, man. If all hell breaks out, they can't do nothing on their own, man. Right? They don't know how to hunt. They don't know how to fetch water. Okay? They don't know how to survive.
No.
Okay? And they're emotional, man. They're gonna be scared up the ass. Right? They don't know how to. Yeah, scared of the dark.
Yeah.
Okay? Because the times is gonna get real bad, man. And in those times, that's when the Most High is gonna give his men spiritual power, man. Okay?
Yeah, the example is a show called The Island. All right, in season 2, Bear Grylls, they had the season was about an island, a deserted island, and some women went over there to survive, and then another deserted island, and men had to go over there to survive. Basically, the battle of the sexes. Because, you know, women like to claim anything you could do, I could do better, I could do anything better than you, which is bullshit, which is a mythos, it's a fucking fable, all right? It's a figment of their crazy imagination that they're equal to a man. But on the show, the very first episode, the women couldn't make a fire, they couldn't make shelter, they couldn't get clean water. They was arguing and bickering with each other. The men already established a government,
a ranking system.
They already had food.
Women, they had a committee. We're just gonna all be bosses. Like the men started a ranking system based on what each man's ability was. Some men had more abilities and experience than other men, so they put that man to lead. Whereas women, they had this thing of ego. They didn't even want to establish a leader, so it's like we're all just gonna, you know, vote on shit. And that's not wise in a time of survival.
Yep, and they couldn't get shit done. They befriended the animals that they had to eat. As in the men, they just killed. They did what they had to do to survive. But women, they had the emotions. You know, they had a hard time to kill an animal. But that just goes to show they ain't prepared for the time to come, and they're going to need a man of the Lord.
That's right.
I got something real quick. This is 2nd Esdras 16 and 33. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms.
Yeah. Oh, it's one in Isaiah 3 also. You can read that again.
The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms.
Yeah, because what's going to happen? In that time, what? These women that, you know, that have men, they're gonna lose their men. All right. If the men that's not men of the Lord is gonna be put to death in those days. All right. They're gonna be put to death. All right. So, hey, man. So, any of you brothers out there, you know, you had women and they left you, man. Trust me, they're gonna come running back, man. They're gonna come running back in that time. But all these women out here, you know, they want to get married, want the rock on their finger. Okay. And when all hell break loose, man,
they're gonna get a ring around their eye.
Yeah, they're gonna get a ring around their eye. But hey, a lot of these men, they're gonna be put to death, man. Because only the men of the Lord is gonna be standing in that time. It's somewhere around the bottom.
Yeah, is it more? So it says, the daughters shall mourn, having no helpers.
Yeah, the daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Okay, why? Because judgment is gonna come upon these men. All right. A lot of these women, their husbands, they're gonna be put to death. Like I said, they're gonna die.
They're gonna say, it says right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it says, in the wars.
In the wars, okay, because World War III is coming.
So right? In the wars shall the bridegroom be destroyed, and their husband shall perish of famine.
Yeah, and the war shall their bridegroom be destroyed, and their husband shall perish of famine. And what's a famine? Well, people are gonna be starving to death, man. All right. A lot of these women, they're gonna be seeing their families dying in wars. They're gonna see their men dying in wars, dropping dead from famine, getting shot in front of their face by Gurkha troops. Okay. So what's gonna happen, man? So in that time, that's when a lot of these women, they're gonna be looking for the men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, so they could, to seek refuge, all right, for safety. You found the one in Isaiah 3?
Yeah, Isaiah chapter 3, verse 25. Thy men shall fall by the sword,
Yep.
and thy many mighty men in the war.
Yeah, that men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men in the war. Okay? So, hey, there it go, man. So, and like we all deal, hey, all of us brothers, we dealt with women in this truth, all right? And hey, certain brothers might have their woman left them, or for another dude or so. But guess what, man? That's their mistake, all right? That's their mistake. Because hey, even if they get with another dude, what? That man gonna be destroyed, man.
Yeah.
That man is gonna be destroyed if he's not a man of the Lord, and that's what these women don't understand.
Right.
That we're really men of the Lord, okay?
Right.
And the Most High is gonna, Lord willing, with the elect, the Most High, He's gonna protect us in those days, man. And these women, they're gonna realize that they're gonna need us in that time.
Who's the men of wealth or worth?
Right.
Because at that time we're gonna be men of worth.
That's right.
Because other men, there's gonna be no worth in them.
That's right. That's right. And that's why going back to Isaiah, where the brother read, a man should be more precious than fine gold, okay? Because gold is wealth, right? That's real wealth.
Yeah.
But a man of the Lord is going to be above that, because in those times, the scriptures speak about riches, Proverbs 11 and 4, which he could read. Yeah, the brother could read it real quick.
It's Proverbs chapter 11, verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath.
Yeah, riches profit not in the day of wrath, okay? Because when the Lord's wrath come upon a place, it don't matter if you got $1 billion, $2 billion. It don't matter if you got $1 trillion. All right? It don't matter all the jewelry and gold that you have, the foreign cars. None of that shit matters, man. All right? Riches profit not in the day of wrath. Only thing is going to matter in that day is survival. Okay? And what these people going to see in a day of destruction and them trying to survive, fighting for their life every day, they're going to be seeing the men of the Lord, the ones that was out there on the highways and byways teaching the truth, all right? The same ones they was laughing at, scoffing at, all right? Women was turning their heads up at, all right? Looking at us like we ain't shit. They're gonna be seeing you brothers who've been faithful to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua with that spiritual power, man. With them angelic bodies, man. They're gonna be seeing you eating, all right, drinking, being merry in those times, all right. They're gonna see you being protected by the Lord. Okay. Hey, they're gonna witness a man of the Lord killing off 100 Gurkha troops, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Beating down tanks and all, like fighting Esau on that day. They're gonna witness that, man. And then what? They're going to want to get with that man.
This is Proverbs 11 and 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it don't matter if you're elite. It don't matter if you got the top security on the planet.
Yep.
Your doors is made of bulletproof, rocket proof.
Yep.
You 6'9" and got 1,000 security guards. Ain't none of that shit going to protect you from the Lord's wrath.
That's right.
Or the Lord's anger, His judgment.
That's right.
You can have bunkers. You can have space stations. Mm-hmm. Ain't none of that is going to save you. Because the scriptures say, though they dig into hell, He's going to go after them. And though they said they nest among the stars, He's going to go after them.
That's right.
Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death.
Yeah, but righteousness delivereth from death, man. Okay? And as long as we maintain our righteousness, that's how we're gonna be delivered, man. All right, continuing to have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and do the right things. All right, that's your only way out. All right, having faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
I got two.
Okay, come on, and then we can get Isaiah 4.
Yeah, I got Isaiah 4.
Okay.
Second. This is Matthew 24 and 21. But then should be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no ever should be.
Yeah, so the times that's coming is going to be a time of great, it says great tribulation, like never before on the planet Earth, man. So take all the major events that happen in the earth, man, throughout history, okay? You can't compare it to what's about to come, all right? You can't compare it to the hell, to the level of hell that the Most High is getting ready to unleash on Babylon, aka America. Yeah.
And it says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved.
Yeah, the Most High is shortening the days, okay? All right? For the elect's sake, okay?
But for the elect's sake, those days should be shortened.
Yeah, so for the elect's sake, those days are being shortened, okay? To us, you know, time is flying, man. We're getting closer and closer to the day of judgment, to the judgment of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and that's what we're waiting for, patiently waiting for.
And that's how bad that time is going to be, that the Most High is going to have to draw back and, you know, show those days, because it's going to be death, you know, happening on the left and the right of us. So the Most High is going to have to shorten those days to spare the elect. That's why it says, except those days be shortened, because the Most High is going to outdo any event, any judgment he ever done on this earth. And it's going to get so bad. A lot of these women now, right now, today they proud, but on the day when these events take place, they're gonna be willing to humble themselves. And guess what? We're gonna be on picky, like, nah, you know how to cook?
Yeah.
You disqualified. Yeah, get away from me.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
We're gonna be like the Jacksons.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Backstage in the
You know, like I like to say, you know, and the baddest ones out there, you know, that's all got the all on the Instagram models. They got the OnlyFans, you know, 1,000 orbiters in a you know, inbox all throughout the day, man. Look, man, in that time, we're not gonna be checking for you.
Hell no.
All right? We ain't gonna be checking for you women in that time.
Hell no.
Because hey, in that time we're gonna have the spiritual power. We could take an ugly woman, you know. We could turn a 5 into a 10 in that day.
Yeah.
You know?